What's up, boys and girls? Calvin Wayman here, author, speaker, social media entrepreneur. Just wanted to come in and say one thing. If you want to level up in some way, when you go to level up, chances are life is going to smack you once in a while. You're going to get tested. And if you want to listen to a podcast that is going to give you not only the inspiration and the motivation, but the tactics, the tricks, the shortcuts, the principles that make it work so that you can make your impact, check out Boss to Boss. It's rad. Enjoy.
Do you want to start a business, get out of the office, achieve happiness and success while crushing life? This is Boss to Boss, the place to be for that extra motivation to get up and follow your dreams while learning from the ones who have already done it. And now for your host, Miro Wieslow.
Welcome to Boss to Boss, R&R Rants and Recaps, episode 52. What up? Let's get it, everybody. My name is Miro Wieslow, like we are slow, though we really aren't. And here live, coming to you from Boss to Boss Production Studios, episode 52. If you're watching me, you can see the green screen behind me or whatever other cool effects we got going on. That being said, today's one of my rants. Kind of do a little quick one, catch up you guys, and regarding in regards with everything that's been happening and going on lately. There's been a ton of things. I haven't done as many rants lately. I need to do some more. It's one of the feedbacks I got from quite a few of you. Where did these episodes go? And they didn't go anywhere. I'm still here. Miro Wieslow's still here. Steve Wiley's still here. We just, we were trying out different things, seeing what works, what doesn't work. With that in mind, a lot's happened lately, personally, with HodgePodge. Too much for one episode, though there are a few key things I want to key in on, and that is regarding HodgePodge. Things naturally should be slowing down right now as it's getting colder. It's fall, the leaves are changing colors. Things, it looks beautiful outside. I love this time of year. And we've been fortunate enough to still stay busy. I've been able to keep all my guys pretty busy, though not everybody. I actually just had someone quit / get fired. It was sort of a mutual thing that just happened yesterday. He wanted more hours. I couldn't offer him the hours as he was part-time the whole time. And it's just sometimes, when you have better talents or you have someone that has better skills worthwhile right now, you're going to use those people. I mean, it's just, I guess, survival of the fittest, as bad as it sounds. And, you hire someone part-time, you guarantee him part-time hours. And he was expecting to get full-time hours, so there was some disagreement. And he saw somebody else was coming on board to kind of help out. And pretty much it was a scenario where it was pretty bad. This guy actually left in the middle of a job. And, I had some explaining to do to the client. The rest of my team had some explaining to do. And it wasn't very pretty and it wasn't very fun, though, we moved on past it. And it's crazy. Now I'm talking to you about these scenarios, about someone quitting, about, me letting someone go. And normally I'd be like freaking out. I'd be like, man, I had so much anxiety. I couldn't sleep last night. That whole ordeal, pulling over side of the highway. Not to say things like that don't always happen. I still, anytime something new happens, it's always like a new stress, new anxiety. Though I'm learning to cope with it more. Definitely am. Like this does not bother me as much now because I've had this already happen. I've had similar things happen. I've had things go really, really wrong and really bad, and we've gotten through it. So something like this, someone walking out on the job, we were still able to cover it. Worst case, I was probably going to have to come over there and help. Luckily, I didn't have to. Through preparation, through doing numerous jobs nowadays, I've learned that it's always better to be conservative and send someone extra and let the customer know beforehand and charge them for that, possible extra person. And then if anything, you over deliver and then their cost is less by over delivering and getting everything done in time. Though it's just something that naturally, running a business now, I kind of learned to be conservative, let the customer know, and just be honest with them. And I was honest. I said that, the job could take longer. I wanted to send extra people, and it kind of helped because someone left on the job. There was 5 of them. Luckily, there were still 4 guys there, and these 4 guys are great, and they were able to cover it and pick up the slack for the person not being there. I don't really know where I'm going with all this, but I just wanted to say that there's been a lot going on. That was just one of the things, and it's just happened yesterday. Like, I'm not even going back the last month or two, though there's definitely some key scenarios, key stories, and things like that that can be talked about. That being said, I guess another thing maybe why I've been dealing better with situations like this, maybe the anxiety-wise, I've recently actually, this is kind of off topic, though I used to do this a lot more often back in the day, especially with Love the Journey, and people are asking me, why don't you veer into some of these personal topics, and why don't you do that as often anymore? And, here I am. I did actually go to, I think I mentioned this during one of our Facebook's lives. I went to a naturopathist and, talked about some of the things I've been dealing with, especially with work. And I haven't been going to any doctors because I don't have insurance right now. I'm kind of living on the edge. Living in my girlfriend's mom's basement while not having insurance. So it's pretty cool living on the edge. I'm not going to lie. At times it's quite a rush because I thought I broke something the other day while moving some stuff. I had a pretty bad sprain in my wrist, and I was a little freaked out because I'm like, shit, what am I going to do? I can't really go to the hospital right now. I don't have thousands of dollars to pay. Luckily, it was just something that went away after not too long. It just kind of hurt in the moment. Though, going to that naturopathist, I did end up paying for that. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right, to be honest. With my Polishness, I always say things a little off, so bear with me. I brought up some of these moments, some of these anxiety moments I've had with especially key things happening in business, like whether or not we're working till 2 a.m. because we underestimated a job, or just someone quitting or leaving in the middle of a job. I brought up some of these things, and number one thing was make time for yourself and figure out, put in extra time into your schedule for time for yourself to kind of get away from things, and then be able to adjust when bad things happen by having that extra cushion and blanket. Like, for example, I hired that extra worker or brought that extra guy into a job. And it was dietary changes as well, some dietary changes and taking some herbal supplements. Nothing I wouldn't ever take any antibiotics, anything like that, prescriptions and whatnot. I'm pretty against that myself, though. I don't know. Maybe all that stuff has helped. I've been definitely changed up my diet. So it's something I brought up in the last Facebook Live. We kind of talked about with me and Steve. I've been doing some more gluten-free, trying to do less dairy, if not complete no dairy, and then a lot less meat. So big dietary changes I've made the past month or so. It's all been in progress. It's all progress over perfection here. As Joanna, my girlfriend, likes to say, progress over perfection. And I can't stress that enough. Initially, I was always like, no, we got to be perfect. We got to get this thing done and nailed. Boom. Though, at the end of the day, and yes, I say though a lot, I got to quit doing that. I'm going to be quite frank and honest with you. That's just like one of my words. I don't know what it is. It's not, everybody has their own thing. That's that one word I don't want to say. So if I say it, reach out to me, give me a nice slap in the face. I don't know, whatever it is, make me stop doing it. I think, but it comes with the territory. The more I do this, the more I talk in front of you, the better I get. And yeah, I think at the end of the day, taking action and just taking action steps and doing things and getting towards that end goal is so much more important than just doing it all at once and freaking yourself out and giving yourself more anxiety by doing it all at once. So that's so important, and I can't stress it enough. So those are some of the things I've been doing. I guess coping with it really goes hand in hand with Steve and I's episode we did a few weeks ago about dealing with on the job stresses and changes and how to cope better with things and managing your schedule. So this kind of goes more in depth about that as well, because it's some personal things I am dealing with. And at moments, it has been very, very hard dealing with all these new moments and crazy scenarios that arise. Though at the same time, it's something that I love so much. I love the energy. I love being able to be around, so many people. I love actually employing people and providing them with jobs and just building something out of nothing. So that part is amazing. And the rush and energy I get out of that, I thrive off that. But with that, you get some of the crazy stresses and pressures and anxiety, which aren't necessarily too good for your health. They're not. Like, I'm not going to come over here and say it's all rainbows and butterflies. We've stressed that before, that you need to find ways to work with it, whether meditation, whether exercising, eating right and sleep. I think I used to always be so about exercise. Exercise is just as important, though. The staples, I think, are eating right and getting enough sleep. Like, those are the two things you can very easily do. Exercising, you got to kind of go out of your way, and we should all be doing it. That's the next step. Though, there we go. There we go. That's some of the things. Yeah, we had a couple new people come on board, replaced a couple people. Trying to work out a deal right now. We got a land deal going on. So I'm not just over here trying to still manage people, which I did promote someone from within to kind of take over the crew manager role and kind of oversee all the workers and deal with customers. Though I guess being here at this position kind of as the head, the CEO, or I don't like to put a title really on it, though I am kind of doing a bunch of things at once, really wearing numerous hats. You're still going to be taking customer calls. You're still going to be dealing with all the guys, the whole team and gals, because I got Sarai as my doing all the marketing for us, which she's been unbelievable. I can't stress it enough how unbelievable she's been doing everything she does. And we are trying to bring someone else on board as well in like a managerial type role, kind of doing similar things that I do, some sales, some operations. And that's happening. We got a land deal going on that we closed on. I don't want to talk too much about it yet, but we got a land deal going on. We're trying to build out some stuff. We trying to bring on somebody else into management. So there's just so many moving parts. And then you got the everyday jobs and trying to keep everybody busy. It seems like it's overwhelming, right? People are asking me, like, how the hell do you find time for this? How do you do this? How do you do this? How do you even, how are you still alive? At the end of the day, it's just making time for yourself. I still travel once in a while. I still find the time to do things. I get home at night. I usually put my phone on silent, on Do Not Disturb. Only if it's urgent, I'll get back to people, though I try to wait till the mornings now. So I've definitely I've bettered myself. I learned how to do these things, and whether it was reading books, whether it was talking a lot to people, opening myself up, that I couldn't stress how important that was, and just getting tips from other people and incorporating them and just taking action and, making progress over perfection. I guess that's going to be the theme of this show. Progress over perfection. Episode 52, Rants and Recaps. I have so much more for you. We have so much more for you. Stay tuned. Follow us. Check out our page. Anything. We appreciate it, and we're always here for you. We'll talk again soon. Hope you have a great rest of your week and crush it. That being said, I'm out. Peace.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit bosstoboss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.